Welcome back to Living with a Classic, and I'm on my way to the first car show or car meet in years, basically since before the pandemic, and it's the first one in this XJ6 because I bought it right in the beginning, or sort of right before the pandemic happened, and I haven't taken it for a car show. Got my eldest kid with me, my daughter, and we just filled up here with some Shell V-Power. So we got a full tank of gas, and we are on our way. It's about 90 kilometers away or so. Sadly, the weather is not the greatest. It's just raining quite a lot, but should be a good time anyway. The show is actually because it's the 50th anniversary of the Swedish Jaguar Club. So, and I'm actually on the board of the club, a board member, and we've organized this year that there will be in different parts of the country on the same day a celebration of up to 50th birthdays. I think we're on 16 or 17 different locations throughout the country. So the one I'm going to is the one in the furthest south of the country. So yeah, like an hour south from where I live, and it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we get a good turnout, even though the weather isn't the greatest. And it's not going to be special. It's sort of like a cars and coffee just meet thing. We got cakes for everyone and some coffee, and I think that's it. So I'm going to pull out onto the highway now, and it's about an hour drive on the highway, maybe a little bit less, and then we should hopefully get there. And hopefully by the time we get there, we have pulled away from this weather, and I hope that it's a little bit better down south. But I'm going to pull out to the highway here, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys when we get closer in about an hour. Been driving for a bit now. It's not much left, like another 15 minutes or so. I don't know if you can see over there in the distance to the right. I can turn the camera a little bit. Those two big buildings over there, that's a nuclear power plant that's been shut down, unfortunately. And you can see the western coast here, but I think it's actually getting a little lighter and a little brighter. At least I hope so. It's raining a little bit less, but a Series 2 doesn't have intermittent wipers, so slow speed it is. But maybe, I mean, I'm going to be early to the show because I'm helping to set up, so it's not another hour and a half or so until people are arriving. So yeah, maybe we could get some good weather, which would be nice. Alright, just pulled off the highway here, and it's just another 4 or 5 minutes from here. But the rain has actually stopped, and it seems darker up north, so fingers crossed, should go well. And I should say, this is actually the longest I've ever taken this on a single trip. It is also the longest trip, of course, with the new engine, but I realized it's the longest I've taken it before. I've been like a couple of exits closer to home than this on the highway, but not that far with this car, so that's exciting. And yeah, drove it a bit yesterday as well. Yesterday was the now second longest trip on the highway, and it cruises very nicely. I set up a GPS on my phone. The speedo's not that accurate when you come up to higher revs, or higher speeds. It's sort of it reads a little bit different, but it feels 110, 120 kilometers an hour like that is about 2,700 RPM, something like that. So really not that bad at all. But we'll get there soon. I'm gonna help everyone, set up, and then once we're there, we'll have a look at the cars to show up, see if any classics show up. Hopefully that would be a lot of fun. Since the weather is getting a little bit better, maybe some of them will show up, or maybe I'll be the only one in a almost 50-year-old Jag that drove through a rainstorm to a car show. But that's what's so great about Daily Driver. You can use it whenever you want. Alright, it's been a pretty good turnout. Got my XJ6 there. Over here is actually a car I used to own. If you remember, a couple years ago I had this thing for 6 months. This S-Type, a 3-liter V6. Great car. Sold it to someone who absolutely loves it and cherishes it, and I don't think he's ever going to sell it. So it's fun to see that here. Got a couple XKs. We got F-Type over there, some other things. A couple X308s over there, getting some treatment. And then over here, that Daimler over there, and the S-Type, the guy who has the garage over here, he had my XJ6 before, so I bought that from him. So he has that, and then he has an XJ12 in there, some other fun things. And then over here, I found something really fun. Not a Jag, but something I absolutely love. And we just had some nice coffee and cakes and celebrating 50 years. But now look at that. It's the guy who has the XKR in there. He has bought this VW, and we said we are going to do a film with this. We'll take it out some nice day, go for a drive, and do a whole review, because I love these things. They're so cool. Just look at that tidy little engine bay. And this thing is absolutely mint. It's better than it new. Absolutely incredible. So that will be really fun in the future. Let's see. And he also has a really nice XKR. A gorgeous dark brown interior, which I really like. And then, yeah, him and his son are really good at paint correction and polishing, so they're just having a look at the car over there. And I'm gonna send my XJS over here once it's all painted, so he can do the same treatment he's done on this VW to my XJS, which I'm very much looking forward to. And in the last garage, we have a couple of older cars. Otherwise, I had really the only old car here. A beautiful E-Type and the beautiful XK 120. Absolutely drop dead gorgeous car. Love the white walls and everything. Really nice. Perfect red leather interior as well. Good color combination. No, I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to hang out a little bit more with the people of the Jag Club over here, and then I think we'll pack up and take the XJ6 home. But it's been fun. The longest trip with the XJ6 with the new engine. All right, well, we're almost back home now. I'm at the gas station where I started this morning, just because I want to do a quick fuel consumption run, just see how it's done. I haven't been driving that gently. We've been driving pretty quickly, a little bit above the speed limit, just trying things out. And done about 170 kilometers today, some on the highway and some on smaller roads as well. And we went to get lunch and went to a mall and things like that. So about 12 liters per 100 kilometers, which I say is not bad. I do still think I could probably turn down the carbs a tiny bit. It does still feel a little bit rich, but I'm going to get some new plugs for this car, and then we'll do some little bit of fine tuning. But otherwise, things have been going well. Well, except one thing. I have noticed now on the last bit stretch on the highway, maybe the last 20 minutes, I noticed a little bit of vibration, and I just slowed down a little bit and it sort of went away. And I came out now and I smelled a little bit of burning, and I do have one caliper in the back that's a little hot. So if I remember now, there was a car that pulled out in front of me, and I really have to put on the panic brake, and I think I have a caliper that's just locked up a bit. So we're gonna see if I can take it, in place and just try and, push it in and out a couple times to see if I can get it, functioning better. Hopefully I can, because otherwise, I know those calipers haven't been off in a long time, so I think that has to be a drop of the IRS, which is not something I'm really planning at this moment. But if I have to, I have to. But we'll have to look at that in a future video. But otherwise, things have gone really well. Very happy with the car, and it was fun to come out and see some other Jag owners. not that often I get a chance to go to car shows, so that was really, really nice. Anyways, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share it with a friend. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Until next time, I'm Adam with Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.